Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody. We are back at Junior Worlds.
And now the event is over.
Yeah,
We're
with
done.
Judith
And Tatjana, yes.
yeah, and I lost my voice, but we still can do.
I know you were screaming too much for all the athletes. Nah, she's always very, very quiet, reserved.
Too much. I was talking too much. Yeah, so it was an exciting event, and Taiwan, Taipei was a great host.
It was a great host. I loved it. We just earlier said we would love to have more events here because the organization was very good. Also, everyone was very nice, very helpful to everyone involved. Also, they did it very nicely with the tickets and the audience. So they gave the tickets for free. You had to register before. And for Junior Worlds, there were quite a lot of spectators here.
Yeah, and also all the skaters, the teams, everybody loved it and they were very happy, felt very welcome.
Yes.
And it was an exciting competition.
It was an exciting competition, very high level, I would say, especially in the singles disciplines. Which one was the category what we will start with? The pairs was, especially in the free skate, it was a bit messy, I have to say.
Unfortunately, many mistakes. I mean, pair skating is the most difficult discipline. Many skaters say so because they have to do the single elements like the jumps, and they have to do pair elements like the throws and the lifts. So it's really hard, and for the juniors to develop all these skills.
Especially in juniors, a lot of these pairs, they don't skate together for too long. Some just came from singles. They are just doing pairs for 1-2 years. So yeah, it's kind of understandable that more mistakes happen. But yeah, I think especially in the free skate, it was also nerves for a lot of these young teams who saw the chance to maybe make the podium, and then they faltered a bit under the pressure.
Yeah, even the top favorites, the Georgian team, Anastasia Metelkinda, Luca Berolava, who won the junior final by the wide margin, and then with Europeans second place. And they had a great short program, but then in the free, they didn't have an explanation.
Yeah,
Luca said it in a funny way. He said it's like sports is like casino. So sometimes you have bad luck, and nothing really worked out. And there were many smaller mistakes, also a fall on this side-by-side triple circle. So yeah, but they said it's a good lesson for them. And now they will regroup and get ready for senior worlds.
Yeah, still it was by far enough to win. They also had like a super big margin from the short where they were very convincing. In the long, it was not that obvious. The second pair who got the silver medal, Olivia Flores and Lu Guang, they were actually close to them. I had the higher technical score. Still, they had no chance against the Georgians because they are just another level, and it's kind of time for them to totally move up to seniors.
Even so, we said that if maybe you come back with the if the age will change again.
I think they should move up to seniors.
I think so too. But Olivia and Luke, they did a great job.
Yes.
And they have improved so much since the final.
Yes, they also an upcoming team. They skate together for 1.5 years, and you can see that they're constantly and quickly improving. They had a clean short. In the long, especially Olivia said there were some nerves. Actually, she saw the Georgian team fell apart, and I think it got into her head a little bit that maybe there was a chance to even win this. Yeah, she said it was a lesson for her to maybe not know too well what was going on because she knew that the Georgians had faltered. But nevertheless, they had a quite good long program and very deserved won the silver medal.
Yeah, and the bronze went to another American team and actually trained together with Olivia and Luke, Naomi Williams and Lachlan Liu. And they also had an interesting story because poor Naomi had a bad injury. She injured ligament in her ankle, and she needed surgery, and so they missed the whole junior Grand Prix, and they only came back for US Nationals.
Exactly, and they were so happy. You could really see what it meant to them to even be here, and then they made the podium. It was very special for them. It's always a very special moment if you see, all this hard work paying off, and then they get deserved with the medal, even though they also didn't have the most difficult programs, but it was enough. They were the third best team and they won the bronze.
interesting. The Italian team that I've never really paid attention to before, Irina Napolitano and Edoardo Comi. Both are, well, especially she is a quite good single skater. She
competed at Italian nationals,
yes, and also in smaller international events. And they I think what they did was very smart. They used their strengths side by side jumps, so there's a clean triple jumps in the free skating, salto, and then the pair elements that are new for them, they did double, but they were clean, they were nicely executed, and so that paid off that they got even the small bronze medal for the free skating.
Yes, a very surprising result, but yeah. As this team also is, I think, quite a new team. They are still very young. They have more years, I think, in junior. So maybe we will see them on the podiums next year.
Yes, and the two Canadian teams, we expected more because they did well. They were in the junior final, and Eva Kemp and Jonathan Elizarov were even silver medalists in the final. So, but it just
fell apart.
Yeah, didn't really work out. Too many mistakes. Also, not a specific reason for that.
Also, Jonathan said they have no reason, no explanation at this point. It's a sport. I kind of really think maybe it was the pressure.
Yeah,
they knew the chance to medal here was huge. Same with the other Canadian team, who had some major problems at the final. There they had an explanation why they didn't perform well. Here they had a pretty solid short, were third after the short, and Marina Ariano-Kent and Charlie Liberté-Laurent, thank you. They had a good short, but they also totally fell apart in the free skate, unfortunately. So yeah, both Canadian teams in 5th and 6th. Also the Ukrainian team, Violetta Sirova, Ivan Kovta, not like last year. Last year they won the bronze. She had long injury problems. She said the injury got a little bit better now, but yeah, I think they are also a bit understandably distracted by the situation in Ukraine, and also didn't have the strongest skates here.
Yeah, so that's very understandable. Okay, so let's move on to the next category.
The women.
The ladies, yeah. So, of course, we have the battle at the top between Mao Shimada and Jiaxin. Yes. And it was again the same battle.
The same battle with the same outcome again. Mao Shimada won in the free skate. Jiaxin, they were both won the short, exactly. They were both fantastic in the short, and there, as Mao was at least not as a single jump able to do the triple axel, Jia won. I think deserved because she is a more artistic skater. But in the long, she cannot keep up with Mao once she lands her Ultra C elements, and she landed in beautiful quad toe. Had a step out at the triple axel, but yeah, everything else was perfect, and so she very deserved won the second junior world title.
Yes, and for Jia it was the third silver medal, and she said rightfully that she's very honored, proud to have won these 3 medals in a row, which is also rare. And they're both just exquisite skaters and a joy to watch, and looking forward to more battles between them in the future.
Yes, I'm kind of sad though that especially Chan, after the 3 seasons in junior, she still cannot move up to senior. She has another season in junior, but in the Olympic season she will be senior eligible, while Mao then still has to stay in junior. So very, very exciting skaters.
And but also the bronze medalist Rina Uezuno, also from Japan. She had a mistake in the short. It was only in 8th place, but then she came back so strong, and it was also just a wonderful performance. And really, she's a new face. It was her first year on the international junior circuit.
We will have her 4 more years on the junior circuit.
Yes.
So exciting what's to come from her. She said after the free skate, she thinks she was able to spread the charm of her program, and
she did.
She did.
She was also wonderful. The little Finnish skater,
Ida Karinen, and I'm so proud because I wrote in my article in Pirouette magazine in August, because I went to her training camp in August. I saw her train and I saw her land all the triple combinations like so easily. So I wrote in August in my article, watch out for her. She is going to be very good this season, and I was proven correctly. She nailed it. She had 2 super clean performances. Very strong nerves, and was deserved in 4th place.
Yeah, that was a great result. Iko Kushida from Japan, she didn't do so well in the Junior Grand Prix, and I kind of was surprised. I didn't really know who she is, and when she came, but I also was impressed by her.
Yeah, very
nice skater. She's tall for her age.
Very tall, but very expressive skater, and had a very good short. Then she had, I think, 2 mistakes in the free that kept her off the podium. But I think she's a bit older. Maybe she's already eligible for seniors. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Then Anastasia Brandenburg from Switzerland. Both Swiss girls actually did very well, and Thea
3 Swiss girls.
4. Well, there are 2 girls who skate for Switzerland. Then we have Sarina Jos, who now skates for Italy and got actually in 7th. She's half Swiss, half Italian, and the 4th one is Noelle Strojli who skates for Poland, but also is I think at least half Swiss. So but we have 2 girls who skate for Switzerland, and both did very well. Anastasia Brandenburg came in 6th place, and she was so sweet, and she was so overwhelmed with the situation and so happy that she placed so high, and kind of surprised by herself how good she was, and that was cute to see.
Yeah, and also the other girl, Antea Gardinaro, is also very nice to watch. She did very well. Excuse me. Very solid performances.
Yes, and Sarina Jos, who we just mentioned already, who now skates for Italy, she came in 7th, had a very strong free skate, she will also perform at Senior Worlds in 2 weeks for Italy, and very huge improvements this season. Very solid, actually. All these skaters who train with Linda van Teuyen in Zurich, they all are very consistent. They are very consistent, very good technique. Good camp there.
Yeah, they said skaters that they enjoy to train in their group, and they're really pushing each other.
Yes. So let's move on to the dance, and kind of there we had the expected result. At least the first 4 positions were exactly the same as the Junior Grand Prix final.
That's often so in dance. So there was some movement in between, but I have here the short rhythm dance result only. But like the French team, they were back in the rhythm dance, and then because they made a mistake, but then they moved up in the free dance. So there was some movement in standings, and other people dropped, but the top 3. Even the top 3, they flipped, because the Germans were 2nd after the rhythm dance, and then the Israeli team overtook them. But it was a small margin between these 2 teams, but the clear winners were Lea Nesset and Artyom Markelov,
who could even afford a little mistake at the choreo lift at the end of the free dance, but they still overshone everyone, and they're, I think, the most mature team, and that sets them apart.
Right, they looked the most senior, you can say. They were very mature. The others are a bit younger, and but they are also, you can see the huge potential in them.
Yes, the silver medalist winners, Elizabeth Tchechenko, Alexei Kiliakov, they're very artistic, very into their programs, very into their characters, and they really put a lot of intention on that. And Alexei also said, now when they have this really dramatic free dance, they discovered their potential to create unique programs, and they want to show that again next season.
Yeah, the Germans and Daria Michael Sawicki, as well as Israeli were the first ones to win a medal in ice dance at Junior Worlds for their countries. So they made a little bit of history. Daria and Michael put out the 2 best performances of the season for them. Very solid, very clean, very nice. There was a little wobble on the twizzle that might have cost the silver medal. But other than that, they did very well. And after the bad luck they had last season when they had to withdraw after the rhythm dance as Daria fell sick. So this time they were here and they made the podium, so very exciting for them.
Yeah. Then the French team we just mentioned, who had a little stumble in the short. Selina Fragi and
Jean-Hans
Fournier. You're the one who pronounced the French names, please.
Selina Fragi, Jean-Hans Fournier.
Yeah. They fought back in the free. They also have another junior season coming up. Actually, all these top teams could stay in junior. All of them are a little bit undecisive for how the next season will look like. So yeah, we will see if we have them all again.
Yeah, that we will know when the Grand Prix starts, when we get the assignments. Also the Italian team, Maria Tali, Noah Lafonara, had a good rhythm dance, but then very unfortunate in the free dance. At the very end, the final pose, they fell over. He fell over and he took her down, and that counted as 2 falls. So
yeah, that put them down a little bit. Still, it was a very good outing for them. They're kind of a new team. They are a new team. They paired up last April, I think they said, and on the Junior Grand Prix they participated, but they were not yet ready. So they improved since the Junior Grand Prix around 10 points. So now they were in the top final group. But they will have to move up to senior in case the age rules stay as they are. I do want to mention the young French team, Dania Bijon, 14, 15 years old, their first junior season. They have so much power, so much energy, already finished in the top 10. So, and they also said their big idols are Gabriela and Guillaume. And she said in perfect English, like he was a bit shy, but she speaks English also already with the press. And she said, one day she wants to be like them. And I think the potential is really there.
But they have a very different look to them.
Yeah.
So it will be, we will see how they will develop. I think they will really find their own style.
But they're very promising.
Yeah, they are great. So everybody really loved them because you can see you can see the potential they have. Yeah.
So now the final category that finished the competition last night were the men, and we kind of had a surprise winner, not really, but not everyone had him on the radar, Minkyu Seo.
Yeah. They're from Korea. He didn't make the junior final, and he was very upset about that, and he didn't make Youth Olympic Games, and he was sad about that. So he really said, I wanted to do well at Junior Worlds. I wanted to come here. It was very important for me. And then he came out, and he was just, he's brilliant. He's so young, but he really pace for him. It's not only about jumps, and he says it, that figure skating is more than jumps, it's the whole package. And he deservedly got the highest component score too, and he won the short program because he had a clean performance. He added the triple axel. He didn't have that in the junior Grand Prix. Now he came with a triple axel, and he popped one in the free. But I mean, just one mistake like this, so a very deserved winner.
Very much. And I actually asked him, or I told him in the mix zone, you won because of the components. And then he said, like from a young age, I always paid attention to components. And today my point was proven that I am correct. And I think that's so kind of sassy, or for such I think he's 15, such a young man, but also so confident, and also he has the point. The components are super important, and very exciting young skater to watch. He has also 1 or 2 more seasons in junior where he cannot move up to senior now, and he told us that his goal is to next year make the final.
Yes, and get a consistent triple axel. So Ryo Nakata from Japan, he was one of the top contenders as he won the junior final. Then he didn't have such a good outing at the Youth Olympic Games.
That really, that apparently really traumatized him.
Yes, it was upsetting for him. So came here again. Program wasn't perfect, so he was only fifth. But then he really fought for it in the long and moved up and got the silver. He won the free skating. And he claimed the silver medal, so he was very happy about that.
Even though he said, "Yeah, I made the mistake on the quads, and this is why I didn't win." Like he's a very ambitious young man. He clearly wanted to win, but I think he was in the end. He was also happy with the silver.
Yeah.
And the man of the season, I would say, Adam Hagar of Slovakia.
Yes, the busiest skater.
The busiest skater, but also the most consistent one. Except for this one Junior Grand Prix in Budapest, where he fell apart in the free. He is so consistent in every single competition. He goes out, delivers his 2 triple axels, all his jumps, his programs, and he's just so reliable. And he had 2 good performances here again. Not the quad, maybe not the best components yet, but he delivered, and I'm so happy for him that he got onto the podium again.
And he made history as the first Slovak skater to win an ISU championship medal, and for Minkyu Seo as well, because he was the first Korean male skater to win a medal at Junior Worlds. We had Yona Kim obviously before, and we had last season the ice dance couple. But now there's also, and Korea has so many good young skaters now. So really
exciting.
They're coming.
And for Adam, it goes on now to Senior Worlds, and then he's finally done.
Yeah.
You see how he does there. Well, there for him, it's probably the goal to mainly qualify for the free skate, because we have such a long list of skaters, but we will talk about that when Senior Worlds come around. Some more skaters you want to mention?
Shunsuke Nakamura, he had also mistaken the short, but he fought back in the free, landed quadsal, so moved up to 4th place. François Pitot, unfortunately for him, he's second in the short program, and then he dropped. He made 2 big mistakes. He fell,
and he was very disappointed.
Yeah, he was.
The other Korean, Yekom Lee, very shy boy, I have to say, but also very good components, very good posture. He said his idol is Shoma Uno and Yuma Kageyama, and he was fighting also with the triple axels. I think he is kind of a similar skater to Minkyu Seo, but not that polished yet.
Arlet Levandi, of course, one of our faves.
Definitely.
Such an exquisite skater, beautiful skater.
Yeah.
And also nice programs. And he decided not to risk the triple axel. He was going for a clean skate. Unfortunately, he popped the
last combination.
Yeah, the last combination. That cost a lot of points. He would have been higher.
He would have been 4th. But I'm kind of glad it didn't cost him the medal. Yeah. That would have been a bit of a drama. Yeah. But it cost him 4th place. And next year, he said he'll come back with a triple axel and be on the podium.
Yeah, maybe one more we want to mention. He finished in 15th place from Canada. He kind of drew attention at Canadian nationals.
Anthony Pardee.
Yes.
The Canadian.
Very flamboyant skater.
Yes. And if you have time to just watch a few skaters back, go and watch Anthony. He is so into his programs, so into the character, very flexible, very nice transitions. He is really a showman. And he's very mature for his young age. We had him here in the interview. It will come out soon, actually. So very engaging personality and great skater to watch. Not the highest technical content, but very nice to watch.
So it was also a good event with many exciting skaters in all disciplines. And now the juniors almost all done, except for Adam.
and Edward Appleby.
Edward. He had a good short program here. And so then we will
move on to senior.
Yes, we'll see you soon in Montreal. It's in like 2 weeks. And then the juniors, we will see them next season.
Exactly. Bye bye.
Bye.